Hi, I'm Mike McCormick, live here at GBTA Studios in San Diego, and I'm here with Kevin McAleenan, Commissioner of the U.S. Customs and Border Protection. Kevin, an honor. Thank you for coming, being a part of everything here at convention this year.
Absolutely, my privilege. Good to see you, Mike.
So you're here with us on center stage later today, but now joining us obviously this morning in the studio. So a little bit, you've had a long career
Sure.
with CBP. You recently took on the role of Commissioner. Tell me about what it's like stepping into that role in this environment.
Well, first of all, it's great to have the background and experience with the agency. Almost 2 decades now. I've had coordination roles, I've had operational roles, so really have a good sense of our mission sets across the entire organization. So it was great to not have a huge learning curve on that side, but certainly a different level to be the CEO versus the COO.
Right.
A lot more of an external relations role, a lot more engagement internationally with the Hill. So that's been fun experience and a lot to learn in that area.
Well, yeah, I guess that nothing actually prepares you for when you actually step in and sit in that seat, right?
True.
I mean, inevitably, right? In any CEO role, but especially this one.
I had some great people to learn from, though. We've had tremendous leadership throughout our history, so I got to study pretty much all of their styles, including all 6 secretaries of Homeland Security. So it's been, a good
Very
leadership
helpful.
academy, if you will.
Yeah, and certainly, I probably every commissioner before you said it to some extent, but I would say these are extraordinarily times. I mean, just in terms of the the environment we're in,
Sure.
and the hyper awareness that everyone has, no matter what move anybody makes in this environment. True.
Right. I mean, we've got increasing mission challenges across our whole organization, whether it's a counter-narcotics mission with high-potency synthetics coming from China and from Mexico, whether it's increasing trade and travel in your field, whether it's our immigration challenges, and you noted there's hyper scrutiny right now.
Right.
So we're trying to get better and execute operationally across all those mission sets while keeping people informed in the public, working with Congress on the transparency side as well.
Yeah, and in these times, I mean, I think what doesn't people don't have the appreciation for is that they focus on let's say more the negative, but certainly not so much the positive role that you can play in terms of helping with programs like Global Entry.
Sure.
And expanding those programs and how important that is to the business travel community. So tell me a little bit about Global Entry and where you see that going as well.
Sure. Well, as a fellow business traveler, these things matter,
Yes,
especially from our perspective when you're moving across borders internationally. We're very proud of the innovations that we've undertaken. You mentioned Global Entry. When I became deputy in field operations, we had 100,000 members of Global Entry.
Right.
Now we're approaching 7 million,
Right.
and it's really 10 to 12% of the traffic. On a busy Friday at JFK, it could go up to almost a 20%, and that means those travelers have a more facilitated experience, and we're more secure at the same time. We're able to focus on those very small number of people that might present a risk. Our innovation on the automation side with the kiosks, with the mobile passport control,
Right.
that's allowed us to keep pace and even improve on wait times over the last several years, even as travel just skyrockets, 5% a year growth.
Right.
And we're looking forward to the future to continue to enhance those efforts.
So when you talk about future, a big part of that is biometrics in terms of how that's used to further enhance
Sure.
that whole experience. So tell me a bit about that.
Yeah, if facial recognition and our use facial comparison technology has caught up. I don't think it's the future anymore. I think it's now. And we've had some tremendous successes over the last year and a half working with industry, airports and air carriers that want to see how they can explore both how this enhances their traveler experience and the facilitation of boarding an aircraft for departure or arrival. And then of course, from our side, we have a security imperative, being able to confirm that that person standing in front of us is the same person who's on that travel document or who got that visa is a tremendous advantage. And it's working. We're seeing 98% match rates. We're seeing partners board aircraft in less than half the time, an A380
Right.
in less than 30 minutes at LAX, or a 787 in less than 20 minutes. If we can bring a facilitation benefit at the same time that we enhance security, that's a sweet spot for us, and that's what we're always aiming for.
And with that, I mean, certainly within the, for a corporate traveler, always the concerns about privacy and data.
Sure.
How do you address those concerns?
So we got to be really careful with that. We have to build a system that's cyber secure, that keeps personally identifiable information on our side of the firewall. But the innovations in the cloud allow us to do that really seamlessly and only have templates of people's photographs online for any period of time while we're doing that comparison.
Right.
At the same time, we got to have clear policies. We got to make sure that U.S. citizens know they can opt out if they'd like.
Right.
And even if they don't opt out, there's no retention. There's no new biometric capture for U.S. citizens. It's going to be a simple comparison, and we're going to erase that data. So we think we have a really good both cyber and privacy strategy to make biometrics work and to make us more efficient.
Well, again, we appreciate your time here today. Certainly your partnership with CBP
Great.
and GBTA. It's meant a lot to us, and I know it means a lot to our members and the corporations that are part of our, our world. So.
Well, it means a lot to us to have the ability to work with you, to get your expertise on what we're missing, to help improve our efforts. So thank you and GBTA for the ongoing partnership.
That's great. Well, I look forward to the center stage interview later today.
Look forward to it. It'll be good.
That's great. And so live from GBTA Studios with Commissioner McAleenan, I'm Mike McCormick.